Hi, and welcome to Anime Summary Channel! Attack on Titan, a fascinating anime that has just come to an end. If you have watched this anime, surely you have gone through the nail-biting experience as the secrets slowly revealed throughout each episode. Not to mention the lively plot twists, betrayals, government scams, hidden truths, and power struggles in the storyline. But due to late release and entangled events happening in the final season, some may find it difficult to understand what was going on. So we have wrapped up the whole plot into a few short summaries to help you understand Attack on Titan without breaking a sweat. The story centers a civilization inside three walls that have existed for over a century. The outermost layer is Maria, the next is called Rose, and the last one is Sina, where the authority and the patrician class live. Beyond the walls are enraged and humanoid giants called Titans, who can survive without eating anything, but that doesn't take away their joy of devouring humans. The Titans' origins and reproduction process are uncleared, with generative healing factor being struck on the nape of their neck would be the one and only fatal blow. There are three types of Titans: pure Titans, unable to form and process thoughts; abnormal Titans, unusual behavior and intelligence; and the third type will make an appearance later on. The trio main characters are Eren, Mikasa, Armin, who have been close since they were kids, wishing one day they could step out of the walls and learn all about the outside world. In the year of 845, in district Shiganshina where they lived, the residents welcomed the Survey Corps back yet again with another failed exploration and grievous sacrifices. The Survey Corps, aka Scout Regiment, is a branch of military most actively involved in outside exploration to learn about what's beyond the walls. Their job is either to fight against or hide away from the horrifying Titans encountered when scouting. Eren Yeager, with a burning passion for exploring, had always wanted to be in the Scout Regiment no matter how much his family tried to stop him. Knowing he couldn't restrain the spirit of youth, Eren's father agreed to let him join the corps, but only after he had returned from his trip and revealed the secret hidden in the basement for such a long time. But then, the wall was reached by an enormous Titan whose height outmatched it. He tore it down and made an entry path for the others. The Titans stormed in and gorged on hundreds of citizens, satisfying their craving for over decades. During the incident, Eren's mother was eaten by a Titan. Luckily, he and Mikasa was able to run away with their uncle as the people were evacuated into Maria Wall. However, there were too many residents and the Titans were too fast. The guards decided to close off the gates, leaving dozens behind. All of a sudden, an armored Titan appeared, broke through the Maria Wall, and therefore leading the evacuation into the Rose Wall. Eren saw his father in a dream, injecting something into himself and telling him not to forget the key. I must come to the secret room to get to the bottom of the truth. The residents inside the Rose Wall despise the refugees because they have to share their food with them. Due to victuals shortages, the immigrants are assigned to produce and provide food, but all efforts are insufficient because of the overpopulation. In order to resolve the problem, in the year of 846, the government appointed the fugitives to retake Maria Wall, secretly wanted to eliminate them and regain balance in food consumption. With agony and hatred boiled in their blood, the trio determined to enlist in the training corps to train and take vengeance on the Titans. Eren surpassed all difficulties and finished his course in the year of 850. The top 10 with the highest achievements are allowed to choose any of the branches they desire, which include the garrison, patrols and maintains the wall; the Survey Corps, aka Scout Regiment, explores outside human territory in a bid for expansion, directly fights against the Titans; the Military Police Brigade serves as the personal guards for the king, unoccupied and leisured. This is all of the new recruits' dream position. Even though Eren was in the top 10, he chose to be in the Survey Corps, hoping to eradicate all Titans. This had inspired countless others. Mikasa graduated with flying colors and was willing to follow Eren's footsteps, because she doesn't want to lose another loved one, or because she is in love with Eren. Oh, and for those who are having serious questions about this, Eren and Mikasa aren't blood-related. With his intelligence and strategic genius, Armin becomes an invaluable asset of the 104th Training Corps, but he decides to join the scout regiment with his friends anyway. The next morning, they got to meet the elite of their corps, presented Commander Erwin and Captain Levy. Let's just say he's a man of focus, commitment, and sheer fucking will. While Eren was at a gathering with his old friends from the training corps, the Titan from the old days suddenly appeared behind him. Now that he'd been trained, Eren was more than ready to battle with that humanoid giant. During the fight, he realized that this Titan was a witty one. It destroyed all the canyons before breaking down the gates for the others to storm in just like the last time. Eren went behind it, meaning to stab the Titan's neck when it suddenly disappeared. At this point, the guards were divided into 3 branches to maintain Trust District, which contains the Vanguard, involves in direct Titan combat, the Assist, helps killing the in-between Titans, the Elite, maintains Rose Wall. The fact that the Vanguard was mostly wiped out drastically brought people's morale to their lowest. Tragically, Thomas was eaten in front of everyone the very moment Eren's team advanced. Enraged, he rushed up to the Titan and got his leg bitten. Others also got severely injured trying to support him. Armin was so petrified that he got snatched by one of the Titans. With one leg remained, Eren was able to throw himself into the Titan's mouth and rescue Armin, sacrificing his own life. What? Even the main character isn't spared in this horrifying messed up world? Or could it be Eren isn't the main character in the first place? When Koni's team arrived as backup, there was only Armin left. The poor guy fled as the massacre were too much to bear. Mikasa, on the other hand, was able to take down one giant, striking the residents as they were evacuating. Then she also took care of a Vulgarian blocking the refugees' exit. Mikasa was super badass in this scene. And we're talking about Black Widow level of badass here. The queen even had a flashback about her past. In 844, her family was killed by the traffickers. Her parents were already dead when Eren and his father made it to the scene. Eren quickly found the traffickers' hideout, took their lives and freed Mikasa. She moved in with him and saw Eren as her family ever since. Back to the present, Mikasa found out that he was gone when she was asking for Eren's whereabouts from Armin. Gritted her teeth to keep it together, Mikasa brought the terrified people back on their feet. She single-handedly rushed up to fight for the center of Trust District back. Right then, a strange Titan turned against his own kind. Mikasa and the team felt as if he was backing them up, so they carried on killing the other Titan. The strange Titan then collapsed out of exhaustion after defeating the others. When Eren appeared at his nape, Mikasa ran to throw herself upon him. Armin was shocked at how wholesome Eren looked as his missing leg was back. Eren was swallowed by a Titan and somehow turned into one that has awareness, giving him the ability to defeating the others. Afterwards, they all head back to Rosewall. Here, Eren Yeager was suspected for being the only survivor and able to transform himself into the enemy. But, of course, his friends would stand up for him. Armin convinced everybody that Eren didn't kill anyone but the Titans, and he believed with Yeager on their side, they would have the advantage to win back their home. All were persuaded except for a close-minded and cowardice commander who just wanted to end Eren's life. But then, Pisces, the garrison's former chief official, showed up to help the trio. He believed the plan could work and asked Eren to block the gap in the wall to prove his loyalty. Pisces gathered forces to carry out the plan. One group would be used as decoy to distract the Titans, and the one would assist Eren to seal the hole. After the loss of countless lives, the plan worked out eventually. Mission accomplished. Armin tried to pull Eren out of the giant meat sack when 2 Titans appeared. Luckily, Levi the legendary showed up and neatly took care of them just in time. After their first victory, Eren went through a trial conducted by Commander-in-Chief Zachary and Levi. In the end, they decided to put Yeager in the Survey Corps and under Levi's surveillance, symbolizing the wings of freedom. After joining the team, Eren got to know the members and heard all about their great achievements. The great Commander Erwin, cold-blooded Captain Levi, and devoted squad leaders Hanji Zoe. Zoe was really interested in Titan Eren as her duties of conducting research on humanoid giants. She stayed up all night, talking and telling him stories about their work. The next morning, 2 of Hanji's experimental titans were killed, resulting in an investigation into their deaths. That same night, Erwin gave a speech to recruit more members for the squad, but all he talked about was brutal deaths and dangers lurking around the corner, scaring everyone away. At least, the most of them. Only the courageous and daring were willing to enroll. Even though they were new to the team, the rookies were allowed to go on the next scout. This time, they were heading to Eren's house, more specific, the secret basement his father mentioned. But the real purpose of this trip was to find out the mole who killed Zoe's titans, and Erwin have chosen Eren to be the bait for the plan. This is the squad before it all started. As bait, Eren's position was kept hidden in the lineup, which means no member knew exactly where he was in the formation. Soon after, as they faced the enemy, the right wing was eaten alive. Strangely, a female titan walked right through Armin. Based on her behavior, he assumed she must be similar to Eren, having the ability to transform random back. This, ladies and gentle anime nerds, is the third type, Titan Shifter, and what they're after? Eren. The female titan then aimed to the central wing, since this was the safest spot. She believed Eren might be kept there. The whole squad moved into the woods under the command of Erwin. The shifter caught up with them, ruthlessly killed anyone that got in her way of catching Eren. Even though death was raining down upon them, Levi didn't give an order to attack. He told the soldiers to cover their ears and fired consistently. Yeager wanted to transform to fight, but Levi stopped him, told him to believe in the team and to gallop ahead. Eren bitterly remembered how much the squad trusted him, pulling himself together, realizing he had to do the same and not let the bloodshed to be in vain. They finally managed to lure the female titan into Commander Erwin's trap, where she was ambushed and bounded with chains. When everyone was about to approach her to take the shifter out, the titan hardened her body as a self-defense mechanism and screeched for the others' attention. The team tried to take down the giants, but they were outnumbered, and the female ended up being slaughtered by her own kind. Considering it as a failed mission, Erwin gave order to retreat. To his surprise, no human body was found inside the female titan's remain. This could only mean one thing. Either they might have escaped, or they had blended in among the squad. While retreating, one of the men was killed by you-know-who, but they all remained calm and used themselves as human shields to protect Eren. However, the soldiers met their doom as she transformed again. Looking back, Eren blamed himself. The horrifying bloodbath could have been prevented if only he had transformed sooner and fought alongside them, instead of running away and hiding. He shifted and had a combat with the female titan. When Yeager cried out, Mikasa and Captain Levi ran to help him. But due to his lack of experience, Eren lost the fight, and when Mikasa arrived, he had already been swallowed by the titan. Full of rage, Mikasa rushed up meaning to fight her, but was stopped as Levi got there. The captain realized the shifter was getting tired as she slowed down, and Eren wasn't dead yet, since he was still holed inside the titan's mouth. When the time was right, Levi swung his sword to save Eren, and all of them quickly escaped. The squad headed back to the walls, where the residents greeted their pale faces and dull eyes with anger and frustration. The people were mad because of the taxes they paid were for a bunch of good-for-nothing. For the next part, you'll get to know Annie, who was in the same course as Yeager. She had graduated and joined in the military police brigade. As mentioned before, this branch only serves for the royals. This is the most prestigious military sector, but heavily lack of oversight compared to the other departments. As Eren was being escorted to the trial panel by the brigade, Armin snuck out to ask Annie for help to save Yeager from the bars. But this was just a trap set for her, because he had already guessed that she was the female Titan. One of his clues was the time when Armin deliberately spoke out against her during a fight and got a reaction, which basically confirmed to him that it's Annie and that Erwin was baiting her to showing herself. Knowing this, Armin told the commander and Levi to set up Annie. According to the plan, Annie would help the trio escape and Jean would be replacing Eren at the trial. They lured Annie into an underground tunnel, but she refused to enter. Armin reveals his suspicions that Annie is the female Titan, aka the spy. As the ambushed team charged out of their places, she transformed and fought back. Eren couldn't believe his eyes. Annie had been the one who cruelly killed their fellow teammate all along. In the memory of his fallen comrades, he shifted and battled with her. With Mikasa's support, Eren managed to defeat Annie, but she was able to use her hardening ability, encasing herself in a crystal, and made her invulnerable. After the fight, Eren's trial was annulled for his feat, and Annie was kept underground for protection and further research. At the end of Season 1, many secrets about the Titans have been revealed, but more mysteries and lies from within and beyond the walls are deep under the surface. Stay tuned for Season 2 as we follow the Survey Corps races to save the wall, uncover more about the invading Titans and the dark secrets of their own members. Thank you for watching the video. Smash that like button if you enjoy it, and tell us what anime you want to see next in the comment section down below.